Prince Harry's feature, how royal plan to install exiled prince as president. Prince Harry flew to Canada this week to start his new life away from the rest of the monarchy. Royal fans have been speculating what role he will take on in the new country. And onlookers may remember how Harry's great-grandmother, Princess Alice, once came up with a cunning plan to install her exiled husband back into a position of authority, according to an unearthed book. Harry and his wife Meghan Markle made the bombshell announcement that they intend to step back as senior royals and go financially independent early this month. They will be spending the majority of their time in Canada rather than the UK during this transition period. While the couple would have preferred to split their time evenly between Britain and North America, the settlement they reached with the Queen rules that they cannot develop a half-in, half-out hybrid role. Yet, at the height of the fallout with Prince William, a source told The Times in September 2018 that there have been various ideas for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to take on job abroad, such as Governor-General of Australia or Canada. This is not the first time a royal has attempted to redefine the position of authority after their royal role has collapsed, though. According to Philip VIII's 2011 biography, Young Prince Philip, his turbulent early life, Alice, Prince Philip's mother, wanted her husband to become the president of Greece after the monarchy in Greece was kicked out. Prince Philip's father was Prince Andrew of Greece and Denmark, whose own father ruled Greece as king for 50 years after various uprisings against both the government and the monarchy before World War I. And then in the early 20s, the royals was forced into exile. Philip's family was stripped of their Greek nationality and forced to live in St. Cloud in Paris using Danish passports. Yet in 1927, Alice tried to come up with a solution to provide Andrea with an authoritative role in Greece. Once again, Mr. 8 explained a plan hatched in 1927 after a chance encounter with an American banker who persuaded her that Andrea's presidency would not only suit moderate Republicans and Royalists, but would also boost the chances of Greece obtaining a large loan from the League of Nations. To this end, Alice dashed out about convincing politicians and diplomats, and even arranged an audience at Buckingham Palace with King George V, who was horrified by her idea and promptly squashed it, observing tersely that ladies get carried away and that it would be most unwise for Prince Alice to go near Greece. The plan didn't go ahead and the monarchy was restored in 1935 but abolished once again in 1973. Alice then suffered from a long period of poor mental health for much of Philip's youth, but by 1945 she had recovered significantly and was concentrating on Philip's future. According to Mr. 8, Alice was keen on encouraging the marriage between her son and the future Queen, Princess Elizabeth. She had heard rumors of building romance between the British heir and Philip, but she decided not to act this time and followed Elizabeth's father, George VI's advice. He wrote to her in February 1945 and said, "The best hopes are to let it happen if it will, without parents interfering. The young people appear genuinely devoted, and I think after the war it is very likely to occur." Mr. 8 explained Alice was shrewd enough to have worked this out for herself. Lord Mountbatten, Alice's brother, sent private letters to his own mother too. She reassured him that she had had long talks with Alice and that she had found out her to be the most sensible about everything regarding Philip. The letter revealed Alice was aware about the future plans for her son, but felt they lie in the hands of Providence, that she will not try to interfere in any way, as opposed to her behavior with Andrea. Harry and Meghan's future is as yet uncertain. Some believe that they may turn their brand Sussex Royal into a commercial venture, but there are various obstacles that stand in their way, such as opposition from Buckingham Palace and difficulties with trademarking. However, it's not just the Governor-General role which has been suggested to the royals. Canadian Westminster expert Philippe Lagasse told National Post in June 2018 that Harry could be even crowned as Canada's king. He claimed that the Canadian Constitution does not specify who nation's monarch should be as long as the office of the Queen remains untouched.